so glad that you are here. For everyone who is here for the first time, wow, this is really exciting. For everyone who has been here for every single concert that I have ever been in, I love you so much. That's really awesome, and I cannot express how thankful that I am. So, by now you know what the theme is, so I won't say it again. I'll probably say it a few more times, but I won't say it at the beginning. I want to share a piece of advice with all of you that I have heard since I was very small, and it's about crossing the street, all right? So, this is very important. So you should never, ever forget the 3 directions that you should look when you cross the street. Right, left, you might be tempted to think right again. That's not it. The answer is up. Why, you may ask? This is something that my dad has always said to me, and I took it very seriously. You always have to look up in case there are any birds flying overhead because you don't want them to poop on you as you cross the street. All right? So that is one of the first things that I can think of from my young life about where I should look and up being the right answer. Yes, this is very important, you guys. I'm not kidding. It continued to be the right answer when I was 7, 8, 9, whatever age you are when you have to look up and make sure you're not hitting the cabinet with your head, the one that's open in the kitchen, and it hurts really badly when you hit it on your forehead. That was also very important, so looking up was the answer there. And looking up was a thing that I just kept doing. I looked up as my brother graduated high school, as he went to college. He came here, actually. I looked up as he joined an a cappella group. It was called Something Borrowed, Something Blue. And I looked up when he brought them to my house when I was in 11th grade, and I was like, what? You guys like High School Musical? I don't know about that. But they were really jamming out. They were like hardcore jamming out to High School Musical. My family probably remembers this. It was extremely loud, and we're not a super loud family, so that was a change of pace for us. I remember prepping the chili with my mom. We had the vegetarian chili and the meatitarian chili and like the other option as well for whatever you wanted, and just sitting there going, wow, they're so cool. These people are amazing. They go to Duke and they can sing and they're nice to each other, which is so wonderful. And that was a change of pace for me, honestly, because my friends in high school, we cared about each other, but a lot of the way we expressed that was just straight up sarcasm. And it was extra points if you could find something that was subtly like a little bit painful and comment on it. And I didn't see them doing that. I saw them being extremely gracious with each other and kind to each other, and I thought, wow, how wonderful would it be if I could be a part of that? So senior year rolled around. I was like, well, I gotta go to college somewhere. I gotta get an education. I don't know. And I came to Duke, and I thought, well, I guess I should audition for SBSB and maybe some other things, but I'll audition for SBSB. Well, I couldn't hurt, right? I was not looking up as I left my callback. Actually, I was crying because it went so poorly. I went up to sing this like group song where it's you sing your part and then people on the other parts all sing with you and you just have to kind of go for it. And I messed it up so badly. And I thought, well, maybe they'll let me try again. And someone said, no, we haven't let anyone else do that. We have to move on. And it just crushed me. I realized in that moment how much I had been hoping to join this group since I had met them singing High School Musical in my dining room. And I was so sad. The upside of that story is they let me do it again on a different day. And here we are, and I'm so thankful for that. But I almost didn't. I almost didn't do it again because I was very sad. And honestly, just like, well, you know, if I couldn't do it the first time, then I'm probably just not good enough to be here, frankly. Yeah. But life goes on. Here we are, year 4. This is concert number 19 for me. Number 19 formal SBSB concert, which is wild to think about. And I have realized over my time at Duke that I have spent most of my time looking anywhere except up. I want to look to the right. That's the right. To the right. To the left. I want to look and see what everyone else is doing. I find myself looking down. My English teacher / drama director / she taught ballet, but I never did ballet, teacher in high school, I asked her to sign a book for me when I graduated by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and she said, ugh, what a navel gazer. It's like, what? A what? A navel gazer? Like a navel? Yes, and she meant people who are so consumed in their own ideas and like what their own story is that they're just absorbed into their own belly button, is what that means. And I realized that's so true of me. I am a navel gazer. I am so concerned with how I spend my time and how well I'm doing, and how well I'm doing in comparison to other people that are around me that are doing similar things, that up is not even an object. I'm not even thinking about that. Yes, and as previously commented, I'm a linguistics major. There was a moment, a year, 2 years ago, I don't know, it's kind of a recurring moment. And I will just sum it up like this. You know what the first letter in linguistics is? It's L. And that's how I felt a lot of the time when I was, I'm a linguistics major. No one else is a linguistics major. They tried it, and then they ditched it, and they tried it, and then they ditched it, and now I'm the only one left. Those are true stories, folks. I was going to graduate with them, but now we're all separate. I'm not sad, right? I'm a little bit sad. And I wondered about that a lot. It's like, well, they picked something else. Maybe I should have picked something else, too, that didn't start with the letter L and didn't make me feel like a loser. And I wonder why I wasn't just like, pull yourself together. Why do you think that your problems are so big that God cannot handle them? Why do you think that you are so needy that God cannot provide for you? Because he can. If I believe that God exists and that he is the biggest and best person ever, then why would I ever be worried? Why would I ever be concerned? So the song we just sang is called Look Up, Child. I am the child singing the song. I feel like a child often. It says, where are you now when all I feel is doubt? Where are you now when I can't figure it out? And that has applied to so many moments of my Duke time. Wondering, wow, I have so much doubt about what I should do. Linguistics, should I leave that behind? How I spend my time, about how I sing, about who I'm friends with, how my grades are, and all those things. And the answer is in the chorus, right? You heard me and Stacey sing "Look Up, Child" many, many times. We sang it so many times because that is the answer to the question of where are you now when all I feel is doubt? Look up, and you'll see. You know, the song doesn't say look up and God will be there. In that empty space, God is there. So I am very thankful that I got to sing that song because the words are really beautiful and meaningful to me. So as I exit Duke University, 2 years after my brother did, of course I'm wondering, wow, this is what he went to do. He's, working and doing cool things, and he's married, and he's already moved, and he has a master's degree, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if that's what my next year is going to look like. Master's degree is not my next step. I'm wondering, well, God, where are you going to be? Where am I going to be? And again, the answer is in the empty space. That if I look up, I know that God is going to be there. So, reflecting upon 4 full years of Something Barred, Something Blue. Fun fact, I just want to share this with you all who don't already know. We used to be called the Jesus Christ Power and Light Company, and we used to be a bluegrass band in the 80s. Just want to leave you with that tidbit of knowledge. You can see how far we've come. Now we don't have guitars. We pretend to be guitars. Yeah, and actually SBSB has reaffirmed that looking up is the answer. One, when you don't know your note, you look up. And you hope that it's in the sky, that it's going to come down to you, and you're like, I don't know what my note is. And Watermelon doesn't work that well when you're singing in a cappella because usually there's really no words in the back. So if you sing Watermelon, you're going to stand out a lot. But I am so thankful for my time in SBSB. The group looks nothing like it did when I joined. In fact, the only person who was there when I joined who is still here is Peter. And the first time that I met Something Barred, Something Blue, it was a whole different batch of people. Wow. Dun. Yes. We should build that into arrangement. Someone take note. We're going to add that in. But despite the fact that no one here is the same as they were when I first met them in my dining room 6 years ago, the group still means a lot of the same things. The music is beautiful, the message is beautiful, and the group is so kind and caring. And that is what I'm going to take away from SBSB, is that I can be myself with you guys, and that includes being a linguistics major and being a nerd, and also sometimes feeling like a loser. And it also includes all of the silliness and the fun and the hard questions that we've asked together. So I hope that after the three of us are no longer in the group, which is very soon, that you continue to be a group like that. A group that is looking up, finding God in the empty space, and encouraging each other to look up as well. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for being here.